everyone. Welcome to the Coach Dave Academy Lab Guide. Here, Manu as always. And today for the Lab Guide, we're going to do the Motorland Aragon. Welcome to Spain. And we are going to be driving our BMW Hybrid V8 LMDH around this track. So let's take a look to the week 10 of the IMSA Racing Series. Let's go. Okay, here we are on the main straight of Motorland Aragon, short straight. So for the first corner, my braking point is going to be the 100 board here on the right, or this white line, really close to this white line. You can see we're reaching the 100 board, we start braking. And this is a track where you have to find a lot of space here on the AstroTurf over the curve, because in a lot of corners you can go a little bit further of the curve. So okay, for the first corner, there is a lot of space here that I miss in this lap, but you can go as much as close to this sources on the left. You can go this close to it, and it's not an off track. So you see, easy first corner. Flat out, all this section from this on is everything flat out. So pay attention, of course, of all this track that you can cut, and you gain little time, not too much, but everything is fine. And again, you go to the outside, you follow the racing line, extremely flat out. As you can see, we can go this wide, and it's not an off track. So be sure to use all this track, because it's really important here to have a good racing line and a good speed. Again, on this corner, only avoid the sources on the right, and it's no problem for doing flat out. Again, we are going to use a lot of faster turf on the left, even not an off track. Okay, and the things got gone a little bit difficult in this corner, because you have to brake when you are turning in. So my braking point is going to be this Marshall place here on the right, or the apex on the inside. As you can go close to the apex, you start braking and open a little bit the steering wheel to go and put the car at the right place of the entry of the corner. And for this corner and the next one, we have to be a little bit of late apex. So we wait a little bit to close a little bit more the steering wheel, and we start with throttle really smooth, because it's really slippery here, near 40 degrees on track. Okay, again, using all the AstroTurf, you can go this wide and not an off track. Now this corner, you have to go straight and put the car on the left part of the track to have a good rotation and a good racing line for the next right-hander that my braking point is going to be this 50 board on the right. When we are closing to the 50 board and goes through my center screen, we brake, and we put the car on the left. And again, a little bit of lead apex on this one. Be very careful with the sauces, with these big sauces on the right. And again, really smooth with throttle, as you can see. And at this point, flat out. And we maintain the car in this part of the track. Okay, and now we are reaching one of the most famous here corners in Aragon, is the Spanish corkscrew. So my braking point is going to be when we are closing to the 50 board on the left. We go down to second gear. And again, a big sauces on the right, a little bit lead apex on this first one, but not too much, because you have to place the car now in the left part of the track, because it's not a corner where you have to sacrifice this first right-hander and have a good rotation for the second one, because in this left-hander we have to put the car over the curb at this point. So in this position, the car, when go to the ground, has a lot of grip, so make a really good rotation at this point and help us a lot, because if you go a little bit wider, if you go like a normal corner over this curve, the car is gonna go to the outside and understeers a lot. So pay attention to put the car at this point, and you will feel the rotation here. So now we start with a smooth throttle, as you can see, and we open the steering wheel to the outside to have a good rotation and a good racing line for the next corner. It's completely flat out, but it's a blind apex, so you have to practice and see where the apex will be. So my point is the end of this curve. At the end of this curve, we start to turn it in, and you will see a little road here, little asphalt here on the left. So that could be our apex, but it's a little bit further. But it's a good sign to when you are finishing this curve, you start to see here on the left the road and the asphalt, so you know where the apex is going to be. So at this point is completely flat out. Again, you can go really close to the grass on the left, and it's really fast corner, but the exit closes a little bit, so the soft track is really easy to do. But again, you can go this wide. And now another complicated corner, because it's a little bit blind. You cannot go this way close into the inside, because you have to open the steering wheel and place the car to the right place. So when we reach this white line, it's where my braking point is going to be, a little bit further between this white line and the curb. So at this point, we brake. Again, we can't see the apex. It seems to be here, but we have to wait a little bit. And at this point, we can see the curb. So we go to second gear. Very careful with throttle, because this zone is really slippery. Avoid the sauces on the inside. Okay, and we kind of sacrifice a little bit the exit of this corner, because we have to place the car again in a middle part of the track, and to go flat out in the next right-hander. You can go, as you will see, over. Again, it's really important, this green zone here, because you can cut a lot. You have to find where the off track is to maximize the time gain. Okay, flat out, no problem. And at the end of this AstroTurf is our braking point. Then we have to do this chicane, this right and left. We have to sacrifice the exit of first right-hander. It's really slippery, because it's a little bit of camber. And we not go too wide, so we go to the right. And this is complicated zone and complicated corner because you can't see with this car, this type of cars, you can see really good the apex. But if you not go too wide here on the right, you can see a little bit here of the apex of the curb. So it's no problem to find it there. But if you go and if you sacrifice too much the right hander, you go to the right, you can't see the apex. So you have to imagine where the apex is. So I prefer to not going too much to the right and keep watching the apex here. And we have to be very close to these sources on the left. You can see really close, and open the steering wheel, and we are on the back straight. And last corner, but not less important because it's really fast corner. We have to pay attention to this 50 board on the right, sorry, and we place the car in this position, again using all the green AstroTurf. And it's a corner with a long apex or maybe two apex, but we have to wait a little bit to close the steering wheel and start with throttle. At this point, when you can see this little road here on the left, when we are go in this little asphalt on the left, we start with throttle and we have to feel the car rotating and have a little bit of oversteer, but always controlling the situation. And you will see that at this point, you will see the end of this apex. So you have to be over it, over this end of the curve. So the car rotates and it's completely easy to, once you can place the car here, it's really easy to go to the second apex because it's really fast corner, so close to the sources on the left, and open the steering wheel again using all the available track here that Aragon gives us to maximize the speed and to gain a little bit of time. Okay, so that's it for me for this week 10 of the IMSA Racing Series. Amazing track, because when we were making the setups for this track, you can feel all the fast corners and the course crew feels really good. So thanks for being here. Any question you can put it in the section of comments, and you can visit our Discord as well. And don't forget to subscribe. So see you next time. Bye bye.